Hey there, Holly Hill family. It's Elijah here. It's time for your weekly sermon review and preview. We are in the middle of this sermon series on loving God and loving others. We just finished up the part on loving God, which is to love God by seeking Him, love God by growing in Him, and love God by submitting to Him. These are some ways that we love God. But also, it's not just about loving God. You know, Jesus said in Matthew 22, 37 through 40, that the first and greatest commandment is to love the Lord your God with all your heart and soul and mind. But the second command is like it, you shall love your neighbor as yourself. So that's really important too, to love others as well. Love is the foundation upon which everything we do must be built. So we talked about loving God. Now we're talking about loving others. This past Sunday, we talked about loving others within the body of Christ by being one, being unified. This is how we love one another within the church. But what about those who are outside of the church? What about those who are not Christians, who are not part of the body of Christ? How do we love them? Well, if we really believe that Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life, and that no one comes to the Father except through Him, as He says in John 14:6, if we really believe that, then we will love the world. We will love the people of the world by sharing Jesus with them. So that's what we're going to be looking at this Sunday, is sharing Jesus. Jesus said in Matthew 28, 19 and 20, right before He ascended to heaven, He said, "Go therefore and make disciples of all nations, baptizing them and teaching them to observe all that I have commanded you." He tells His apostles to go and baptize people and to teach them all that He has commanded them, which that includes evangelism and baptism. So the way that we love the world is by sharing Jesus with them. If we really believe that Jesus is the only way to heaven, we're going to share Jesus with people. So how do we do that? What does that look like? How specifically can we share Jesus with people and fulfill that great commission in Matthew 28 where Jesus said, "Go and make disciples of all nations"? How can we do that? How can we love others by sharing Jesus with them? That's what this Sunday is all about. So I welcome you to come to worship service this Sunday morning. We have Bible class at 10 a.m., a great class being led by Lee, also on the gospel. So I welcome you all to come and to hear that. It's going to be very important and meaningful in your life if you're here, not to mention the great fellowship that we get to share together. And then for worship service at 11 a.m., where we get to worship God together and we hear about sharing the gospel with the lost. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope to see you all on Sunday. We love you all very much. Bye-bye.